another time-lapse video. This video is for the HiM Neo that I recently dropped for this early November, and I wanted to do this HiM Neo for the Matrix movie, the sequel that's coming out pretty soon. I'm very excited for it, can't wait. But this was a big project for me, very challenging, but I did learn a lot, and I was very pleased with the overall outcome of it. So in this particular video, it's very long. It's about 40 minutes, and rather than spare you with my boring narration, I will probably just do I'll do maybe a timestamp below in the description or something, just to point out the key talking points. But I'm not gonna go ahead and just blab throughout the entire video. So but let me just kick it off with this. I've already done the sketch, the loose sketch in Photoshop, and I've already brought it in Illustrator, and now I'm just doing the line work. And here I'm just setting up the stage just to kind of get an idea of where and what's going on. But if you've seen The Matrix, this is the scene where Morpheus and Neo sit down, and he gives him the iconic pills, the blue and red pill. And yeah, we're gonna see what exactly Neo is gonna do in this scene. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add the flats and then the shading to the scene, and then afterwards I'm gonna go ahead and bring this scene into Animate, and then we're gonna go from there. Alright, so now I've brought my scene into Animate as well as the sketch, and now I'm just doing the blue line work. And once I finish doing the getting the idea of my line work, then I have to figure out the animating that I'm doing. Now the whole objective, or the whole mission in this animation, is to not do perfect animation. It's just to get it to where the audience can understand what's going on. Now I'm not going to add a ton of frames in order to get this smooth animated motion. I'm just going to limit it as much as possible, and it's going to come off jerky, but that's okay. I feel the jerkiness will add to the HiM appeal, so that's why I'm not going to go all out and do, like I said, a ton of frames for this. But once I finish the blue line work, I will go ahead and finalize it with the black, and then I'll just add color, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I finished up the animation, got it to where I wanted it, and now here was the challenging part. I knew that I wanted to do the matrix code rain, but I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do this. There's tons of tutorials online on how to achieve this, but I'm not doing the standard matrix font. I wanted to use the logo from the HiM logo lettering. So I was gonna do shapes, just the shape of those letters, and just bring each one of those letters into After Effects. But I don't know, it just seemed too difficult to do that. So I thought that I would just go into Illustrator and create my own font. Now I have created the HiM font previously, but I ended up I lost the entire font. I did it from A through Z, but yeah, I lost it. So I just only have the H, the I, and the M. I even did uppercase too, but like I said, all that's gone. So I went into Illustrator and just not reconstructed, but I just added those 3 letters and made it a font within Illustrator. They have this add-on now that allows you to do that, which was awesome. But yeah, so then once I had the font made, I went into After Effects and I just created it that way, the way that the tutorials, again, there are tons of tutorials that teach you how to do it. So I took a little bit from each one of those tutorials, because I would just give credit if I could, but again, it's from different sources. So yeah, I went ahead and just used the HiM font and did it that way. So now I'm just going to go ahead and try to get the rain code right, and then we'll just move to the next step. So once I got my rain code to where I wanted it, now it was time to go ahead and make our Neo character. So I go into the HiM master file, and I wanted to. If you look on most of the posters, you see him wearing that gray jacket that was that had like the Asian theme to it, the Asian style jacket or coat that he wore, and I wanted to give him his iconic glasses. I don't know if they were Ray-Bans or what, but his iconic sunglasses, and I just slapped them on his face and made him somewhat. I brought the opacity down a little, so you could, if you look closely, you can almost see his eyes behind the glasses. But yeah, I did the standard gray, and then just added the shade. And then when I finish this, I will just go ahead and bring it over into After Effects, and that's when we will integrate him with the matrix code. So now that we've staged everything in the right place in our composition, now it's time to go ahead and add our soundtrack and machine. And the whole objective was to go in and do a soundtrack that would resemble Matrix. Now, I wasn't trying to, replicate it completely, but it was just to, give you the idea, if anybody listening to it, oh yeah, that's Matrix. So I just did something close, added some horns or whatever, and some digitized sound effects that would give likeness to the code falling. But yeah, and then after I'm done with the soundtrack and machine, I will go ahead and add the actual sound effects to the animation itself. All right, so now I'm about to render the entire composition, and here, once it's finished, I will go ahead and play the finalized video for you with sound effects and music. But again, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this project in particular, because this was my absolute favorite. And yeah, we will see you next time. Thanks for joining in, guys. Bye. All right, so I finalized the composition, and now it's time to go ahead and render the video. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and play you all the final version with sound effects and music. And that's going to be about it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hey, and if you all are feeling what I'm doing, you like it, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And that way, you know, they give me a reason to do more. But hey, once again, thanks to all of you who are supporting me and taking the time to watch my content. All right, well, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.